ठीक है
ठीक है
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातरया जुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तं नमामचरणन्तिके। First of all, my millions of Dandavat Pranam in the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Paramaradhyatam Om Vishnu Padra Sutra Shrimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And same in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. About 5,000 years before, more than that, when Krishna left this world, and all the qualities of this world, transcendental world, went with Krishna, all his quality. And very soon, Kali Yuga came. And that time, the minds of all, ladies and male, even sadhu, sannyasis, brahmachari, grihastha, were upset. All began to be engaged in sense gratifications only. Thus, everywhere unreligious things were done. So by this fear, about 88,000 of Rishi Maharshis, like Saunak and others, all were there in the bank of Gomati Namisharanya. And they were thinking what to do.
Hare Krishna, please turn off your cell phone, please.
What to do?
Turn off your all mobile phone, please.
Yeah.
Mobile bache chardike.
What to do? Also the disciple of Srila Shukadeva Goswami, Ugra Sabha Sut was there. They told to him, O Sutta Goswami, you are disciple of very high class of devotee, Shukadeva Goswami. who read Shrimad Bhagavatam from Srila Vyasdeva himself. And you know also Ved, Upanishad, Puran, Shastra, Mahabharata, Ramayana, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. Our question is that Kal Yuga is coming, and Kal Yuga is coming. Prayena alpa ayusham sabya kalasmin juge juge manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyahi upadrata. In this Kali Yuga, the age of human is very short. Not more than 100. If not controlled, then 50. Anyhow, Manda, their intelligence is very, very less. Su Manda Matayo, not they are intelligent. They are thinking, I am this body. And these are mine. The son is mine, wife is mine, the wealth is mine, everything. They don't know that who is God, who am I? No intelligence. Manda Bhagya, always they do something for happiness, but without invitation. Oh, only suffering coming. Especially old is bound to come. And in the last, you will have to give up this body. No one will go with you. Your dear wife, children, relatives, no one will go. Your all wealth will be here. Where to go? You don't know. And there are so many upadrava. What upadrava? Disturbance. Problems. Quarreling here and there. Sometimes so many rogues like cancer, TB, so many. New rogues coming in Kali Yuga.
Disease.
We don't know when anyone will come, will die. At the time of Ramachandra, at the time of also Parikshit, any son, they never died in front of his father. Any ladies that don't become widow, all were happy. But now we see that we don't know that this boy's father, what is the name of father? Divorce so much here and there. Even perhaps anyone has written their names in green?
World Guinness Book.
World Guinness Book. That she has divorced about 10, 20 times more than that. So anyone in this, no happy. So we are requesting you, Ata Sadho Atra, in this Kali Yuga, Jatsaram Samudhrita Manishaya, by intelligence, by reading all the books, Ved, Shastra, Upanishad, Gita, and especially Bhagavatam. What is the essence of that? By following that, our soul will be happy. Not we will be happy. This body not. So especially he is telling, Jayatma suprasidati. If a drunkard is very happy by taking so much wine, really he is not. Anyone taking the flesh, cow's meat, and thinks, I am very happy. They are not happy. They are like mad persons. They don't know what will be the effect of these things. So, please tell the essence of the whole Shastra by which Atma will be happy. And then he became very happy. Sut Goswami became very happy. And he told that, I am very lucky that you have asked me a question by which I am remembering whole sweet pastimes of Krishna and his incarnations. So, I must give answer. And then he did pranam to his Gurudev. Jang prabrajantam anupetam apeta krityam dvaipayano viraha katare ajuhavo. Putreti tanmayate atanvo bhinedu tang sarva bhutaridayam munimanutosmi. Shukadeva Goswami, really he was the parent of Srimati Radhika, Sriya Shuka, Sriya Radhika. But one day, Srimati Radhika was giving sweet rice to that parrot, taking on her hand and telling, so, tell Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And parrot was in the very melody of Radhika tune, very sweet. He was repeating Krishna, Krishna. In the meantime, he flew away from her, and nearby Nandagaon, he went very nearer, and Krishna was sitting with Madhumangal, and they were talking something, and on the branch of a very green tree, this parrot sat there and began to tell, like Radhika, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, from where? No one is here. From where this sound coming?
Like Radhika.
Then he, saw that on the tree, very pure, beautiful, bird like sook is there. Then he told, come on, come on. Very sweet words. And parrot at once come on his hand and sat there. And then Krishna began to curiosity. Caressing him. Oh, what you are telling? Speak again, again. And the parrot began to, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And he added more. I am very, very unlucky. My Swami is Radhika. She was taking me on her hand and giving me sweet rice. And she was telling to repeat, Krishna, Krishna. My Swami is very merciful. Very merciful. She used to love me so much, but by the nature of bird, I flew from there. And I have come here. I am very unfortunate. Then, in the meantime, Krishna heard this thing, and he began to curious, and telling, again you should speak, again and again. In the meantime, Lalita Vishakha came there. Oh Krishna, this parrot is of Srimati Radhika. Without parrot she cannot live. Please give, and we should give her. Or you should call, and if he goes, you can take. They began to call, but parrot not came. Then Lalita Vishakha told that anyone, any living entity who will go to you and your affection he will have, he never return to anywhere. Only if Radhika will come, then he go. Otherwise never. So how she can go? But without this parrot, my Sakshi will not leave. Very upset. Krishna told that I cannot give. If he can go himself, you should call them. Then Lalita Vishakha, very intelligent, they went to Mother Yashoda and told, oh, this parrot has come here. My Sakhi is very upset, Radhika. Please take the bird and give us, and we will return back to Radhika. Then Yashoda Maya thought, oh, you should sit here, I am coming. And she came and went there where Krishna was playing with that bird. And at once, by Japattama,
Grab it. Grab it.
drag, oh, at once, what are you doing? Nonsense.
Naughty boy.
All this playing with birds, animals. Come on with me. And he took one hand of Krishna and began to drag him. Your father is sitting waiting for you to take bath and to take prasadam. At once you should go. Krishna being the Supreme Lord, Lord of Lords. But on the front of Madhyasoda, he is a baby only. He cannot do anything. He forgets his Bhagavata, his
Godhood.
no, that he is all powerful. Then Yasodama gave it to Lalita Vishakha, and they went and gave it. When Krishna Lila was finished, the bird wanted to go with them. But Radhika and Krishna told, after our going there will be none to tell them for Krishna bhajan. So better you should wait here and preach Bhagavatam. What should they will tell to Parikshit Maharaj? So please be here. So he waiting here in this world, but without Krishna pursuit pastimes hearing, he cannot live. So he went to Kailash where Bhagavan Shankar was telling the same Bhagavatam to his wife Parvati. And Parvati was hearing. The parrot on a branch of very green and dark dull branch, he was sitting there. And from there he was hearing. First canto anyhow, she heard. And when second and third week came, Sarga, Visarga, all the Srishti, all the creation of this world, oh, no interest he has. So they can sleep. And then, as before she was telling, और कहो, हाँ ठीक है, oh go on,
Very good.
very good, she was telling. Oh, when she slept,
Continue.
that parrot began to Oh yes, very good. Go on. After this, Shankar was thinking that,
Parvati Devi.
oh, Parvati is hearing. But when he finished 10th and went in, we are about to finish in 12th chapter. Oh, at once he woke up and told, oh, Bhagavan Shiv, I was slept. I have not heard. Then, who heard this? And began to see here and there. And he saw that in a very green, dark branch, a parrot is there. And he is doing, yes, go on. Then he took his dragon and began to follow, to kill that. This bird at once swooped very nearby, flew away towards Badrikashram, where Vyasdev was telling same Harikatha, Bhagavatam, to his wife Bitika. And she was hearing, with a very wonderful curiosity, hearing the sweet pastimes of wonderful, that Krishna took Govardhan. And very wonderful. And then parrot came and entered in his stomach at once. Then Shankar came, very angry with dragon, and he asked Vyasdev, oh Vyasdev, namaskar. Vyasdev, from where you are coming? As if you are very angry with dragon. Oh yes, have you seen any parrot here coming? Why you are searching? He has heard Shrimad Bhagavatam. Then why you want to kill him? Or any anadhikari, not qualified person should not hear this Shrimad Bhagavatam. So he was unqualified and he heard all Shrimad Bhagavatam. What is the fruit of hearing Shrimad Bhagavat? He becomes immortal. Then if he is mortal, how Shankar? You can kill him. And then Shankar also began to laugh, returned back. And this parrot, now he was of Vyasdev wife, for 16 years, not coming. Vyas told Dev, after 16 years he told, oh Prabhu, who are you? I don't know. Why you are giving suffering to your mother? Please come down. That boy told, I will not come in Maya. Maya, you know? Maya, जो नहीं है, which is not existing, and it seems to be existing. But we are not body, but we are thinking that, I am body, this is Maya. We are so much attached to this, not attaching to Krishna. This is Maya. We are suffering from the endless pain of birth and death, knowing that my forefather had died. But we think that I will not die. This is all Maya. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, all are Maya. I will not come in this Maya. Then they are told that I am removing this Maya, so please come. He told that I don't believe on you. So to whom you believe? I believe in Krishna. If he will come and tell then Krishna came by the prayer of Vyasdev, and Krishna told, boy, I am Krishna. I am removing for a moment just for a moment. You should come down. Oh, I believe you. And at once Krishna removed Maya and he came in a moment. And even no sanskar, cutting off,
Navel. Umbilical cord.
nothing. No Jagyapivit, nothing. Run away towards forest. Who is father? Who is mother? Who is son? From birth. Then Vyasdev, thinking that I have made Shrimad Bhagavatam. In this world there is no qualified person to whom I will teach. And this son, from birth he is not attached to any worldly things. So really he is qualified to hear. And if he will hear, he will preach this mission to whole world. So he began to follow. Oh Putra, oh come on, return.
Oh son, oh son.
And then echo came from the forest. Putra. Vyasdev told Putra, or echo came, Putra. Who is Putra? Who is son? Who is father? Who is mother? Are Krishna is your father, Krishna is your mother, Krishna is everything. That echo came. After that, Shukadeva Goswami went in a forest and there he followed Vyasdev. Some ladies were Apsara from heaven.
Planet.
They were playing naked in a pond. When Shukadeva Goswami went there, nothing, they were playing naked in the water. But when Vyasdev, old, very big, yes, white, when he came there, at once they ran away and they took their garments and from far away they began to do pranam to Vyasdev. Vyasdev told, oh my daughters of daughters, I am more than your grandfather of grandfather. And if seeing my young, very beautiful, naked my son, and you are not, what?
Not feeling shy.
No shy. But I am so old, you are my what, daughter,
Great grandchild.
and seeing me, you became shameful. And at once you took your garments and doing pranam. Why? Then they told, oh, your son does not know that this is tree or lady or male or what. She is only soul, and super soul always everywhere in everywhere. Not ladies, male and trees and creepers and anything. But you asked me, you asked me, oh, my daughters. So you have this knowledge that we are ladies, these are male. So we became very shyful to you. After that, Shukadeva Goswami, Vyasdev made a slok and taught to some
Hunters.
They were going to have so many birds from forest. And they spoke what Vyasdev had told, Barha Pidam Natavarvapu Karnayo Karnikara Vibradvasa Kanak Kapisang Vajayanti Chimalam Randhran Vein Vadadu Sudaya Purayan Gopavindai. This is the very beautiful descriptions of Krishna in Shrimad Bhagavatam. And hearing this, Shukadeva Goswami was at once attracted and he came to them and told them, who has taught you? Please tell him to tell that what are the qualities of that person for which beauty you have told. And next day they went to Vyasdev. Vyasdev told again, Aho vakiyam stanakalakutam jighansaya
Jigyasada prapasaddi leve gotim dhatu
lebhe gatim dhat uchitam kangva dayalu saranam prijima. Oh, Putna went to kill Krishna, giving poison in her breast. And Krishna so merciful that he gave Dhatri Gati, like mother.
Motherlyhood destination.
So who is so much merciful and who accept Krishna, oh, they will go to others.
Kirtan.
And then he came to Vyasdev, and Vyasdev taught him all Shrimad Bhagavatam.
Kirtan.
A Kirtan. You can tell. Kirtan.
Any kirtan. Rosanu korbe?
Ki Kirtan. So, Sutta Goswami doing pranam, offering his dandat pranam to his Guru Dev, because he is going to begin Shrimad Bhagavatam. Also he is telling, Jang Swanubhav Makhila Sutisar Deepa Adhyatma Deepam Ati Tirtir Satang Samondha. Oh, this Shrimad Bhagavatam Swanubhava Akhila Sutisar. This is the abstract of whole Vedic literature, Puran, and all Purans, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Gita, everything. This is the essence, abstract of the Shrimad Bhagavatam. It is also a pradeep like lamp. By lamp, in the darkness we see something. To us also and others also. So Shrimad Bhagavatam. By reading, by following Shrimad Bhagavatam, by hearing from any bona fide Guru, he can see transcendental Krishna, his associates and his sweet pastimes. So, Sansarina Karunyaha, Vyasdev taught his son, wow, with Karuna, and also with a great mercy to world, these living entities. My Gurudev, Shukadeva Goswami, out of mercy he has told this Shrimad Bhagavatam. So we should hear Shrimad Bhagavatam. Shortly we should hear one. And then he began to Shrimad Bhagavatam. Sabai punsan paro dharmo jato bhakti radhokkaje ahetukka pratihata jayatma samprasidati. Oh, you. And also you should explain Anya Vilasita. You should try to be Parikshit Maharaj, who was dying after 7 days, and he forget to take anything, water even, no prasadam, no water, no sleeping, day and night Harikatha Shravana. And only in 7 days he left his body without any suffering and went to Golok Vrindavan. So you should try to hear like Shukadeva, Parikshit Maharaj.
Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Itadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. of all, I'm offering my Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali to the lotus feet of my beloved Diksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Asto Tarasata Sri Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. And secondly, I'm offering my equal Dandavat Pranams and Shraddha Pushpanjali to the lotus feet of my beloved Siksha Gurudevs, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Sri Shila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Om Vishnupad Asto Tarasata Sri Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, our beloved Srila Gurudev. And to all of the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, friends and guests, all the Tridandi Sannyasigan, my Dandavat Pranams. We are very fortunate to be hearing this introduction to the most glorious literature on the surface of the earth planet, titled Shrimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Gurudev has kindly given us this synopsis of the introduction, actually bringing us to that very place. Here, he is sitting as the representative of the author of Shrimad Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasadeva. And he is seated here before us on this Vyasa Asan. And he is disseminating this very same message that has been broadcast down through the ages for more than 5,000 years. We are hearing this divine message of Shrimad Bhagavatam, the most potent spiritual topics that exist on our earth planet today, by hearing which any living being may attain the highest perfection of human form of life. So, in this introduction to Shrimad Bhagavatam, Srila Gurudev has been narrating the various personalities who are the speakers of this great message of Shrimad Bhagavatam. And the questions that were asked by the great learned sages, more than 80,000 sages present there. And they're asking relevant questions. How a human being may become actually perfectly happy in his soul. Not on the bodily level, on the level of this material body, senses and mind, but on the level of the eternal Atma. Atma means self or soul. So the questions the sages were asking was, what is the highest activity that performing any person, any human being, he may become completely Atma Samprasidati, perfectly happy. So, in response to this, Sri Sutta Goswami, the chief speaker in this assembly, he stated, Savaipung saparo dharmo, yato bhaktir adhokshaje, ahaituki apratihata, ye atma samprasidati. Savaipung samparo dharmo. He immediately went straight to the point and he said, the topmost, supreme paradharma, supreme activity that any human being may perform, it is called bhakti, pure devotional love. Bhakti, the activity of bhakti performed toward adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means the absolute supreme truth, the supreme reality, the supreme personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, who is the creator of the creators of these material universes and planets. And he is the source of everything that exists. And he exists himself far beyond the range of our mind, intelligence, and senses. That personality of Godhead is adhoksaja, because no one is equal to or greater than him. Everyone is subordinate to him. And that personality cannot be approached by our demand, nor we can demand that he should come down to our level. But by performance of bhakti to that divine personality, which type of bhakti It must be ahoituki bhakti. It must be devoid of any other motivations other than his happiness, to please him. Ahoituki. And apratihata. It must not be interrupted by anything. Not that we will do it 1 day a week, 1 hour a week, or that periodically at any time we may do some activity of bhakti. But here Sutta Goswami very carefully explained, it must be apratihata. It must be uninterrupted. That activity must be constantly going on 24 hours daily. And when that activity is performed by the Atma, by the soul, by the human being who has attained this human birth and now has the capability to render pure devotional activities to the Supreme Being, what becomes the result of that? Ye Atma Samprasidati. Here, Atma Samprasidati has 2 meanings. It means, Atma means the Supreme Self, the Supreme Absolute Personality. That is God, that is Krishna. When he becomes fully satisfied by the rendering of pure bhakti, then automatically the individual Atma, that is ourself, the tiny spirit souls within this world who are part and parcel of the Supreme Being, when that pure bhakti is rendered to the Supreme Being and he becomes satisfied, automatically we become satisfied. Just like if you pour water on the root of a tree, automatically the branches, the leaves of the tree, every single part of that tree receives the benefit of the water because it is given to the root. So the root of all living beings, we have all eternal connection with the Supreme Absolute Being, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. When pure devotional bhakti yoga is rendered to him, then automatically we receive the benefit. It is distributed to ourselves and to all living beings. So how to understand this bhakti yoga process? How to properly perform this bhakti yoga process? Oh, our great acharyas in our line, coming down for thousands of years to the time of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is an incarnation of Krishna in this Kali Yuga age. He taught to his most dear disciple, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. And Srila Rupa Goswami Pad conveyed these teachings of Bhakti Yoga to the entire world in his literature titled Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And there Srila Rupa Goswami explained what is the definition of bhakti, so that we may know how to do bhakti and how to avoid something which is not performing bhakti. So therefore he described what is bhakti. Anya vilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anakulyena krishnanu shilanam bhaktir uttama. Here he is described uttama bhakti. Uttama bhakti means pure devotion, pure bhakti, which is untinged by anything else. It is the topmost form of bhakti. Just like if you ask for water, what are you asking for? You are asking for pure water. You don't want water adulterated by anything else. So similarly, the understanding of what is pure devotion, uttama bhakti, that is being described here. First of all, he explains, anya abhilashita shunyam, that if one is doing pure bhakti, it will be completely devoid of any other desires.
We'll begin from Anukullena Krishna Anushila, then come to this point.
Okay.
What is bhakti and then Uttama bhakti in 2 symptoms afterwards.
So in this verse, it is divided into 2 parts. And the second part is describing the principal symptom of bhakti. So there, that symptom is described as anakulyena Krishna anushilanam. Anukul means favorable. Favorable cultivation. Anushilanam. Anushilanam means that with one's mind, one's body, one's words, and even one's emotions, constantly flowing in this performance of activities that are favorable and pleasing to Krishna, and are flowing just like an unbroken stream of honey. This is the main symptom of bhakti. So that bhakti, which is constantly being performed for the happiness of Krishna, it must also have the external symptoms, the secondary symptoms.
More thing. What is the means anu and then shilanam? You should describe all these things. Anu means Nairantarya.
Continuous without any break.
And in the guidance of Guru and Vaishnava. And what is favorable and not favorable by the example of Jashoda Maiya and Charu Mushti. All you should speak.
So, Nairantarya means constantly flowing, uninterrupted flow. So, Anushilanam refers to this word Anu. Anu means constantly under guidance of Sri Guru, a perfected, realized spiritual master. Under his guidance, performing these activities constantly and not with no interruption. Now, there are a couple of examples to make clear this understanding. What is actually pleasing to Krishna, performance in the category of performing bhakti. Now, we know that when Bhagavan Sri Krishna came into the wrestling arena of Kamsa, at that time, there were two very powerful wrestlers, Chanur and Mushtika. These two wrestlers, they had an order and a desire to kill Krishna. That was their motivation. So, Krishna and his friends came into the wrestling arena, and actually they were happy. They wanted to engage in wrestling because in the forest of Vrindavan, the cowherd boys and Krishna would often wrestle. And this playful activity in friendship gave great happiness and pleasure to Krishna. So in this wrestling arena, they were also entering, and they were thinking, oh, this will be a very fun activity. We will wrestle. So then when Krishna began to wrestle with these wrestlers, Krishna and Balaram were wrestling with Chanur and Mushtika. And Chanur and Mushtika were constantly pounding Krishna, and they were locking each other in very powerful locks, wrestling locks. And in this way, Krishna and Balaram were sporting and fighting with Chanur and Mushtika. And Krishna was feeling great happiness actually, because he was tasting ras. He was tasting Veera ras, chivalry, and sporting. But Chanur and Mushtika, their whole motivation was that Krishna should be killed. So, can we say that Chanur and Mushtika were doing bhakti to Krishna? Because definition of bhakti is anukulyena, favorable for Krishna's happiness. But in this regard, they were not favorable to Krishna's happiness because they wanted to kill Krishna. So we cannot confuse the definition here by taking this statement of Anukul and applying it to Chanur and Mushtika. Now, on the other hand, we see that in the case of Mother Yashoda, naturally, her whole existence is given to Krishna for Krishna's pleasure as his mother. Every single thing she does, every thought she has, is to give happiness to Krishna. But we see that when Mother Yashoda was breastfeeding Krishna, and the milk that was left on the stove was boiling over. And when Mother Yashoda saw it boiling over, and suddenly she began to rush toward the stove to save the milk from boiling over, she had to quickly put Krishna down. And when she put Krishna down, Krishna was upset. Mother Yashoda has stopped giving me her breast milk. And he was very upset, like a small child will be upset. And then he went down from the bed and began to do some mischief. We know that whole story of Damodar Leela. So Mother Yashoda, she made Krishna upset. So can we say that she was doing bhakti to Krishna? Because she did not give direct happiness to Krishna? No, we cannot. Because Mother Yashoda's every activity was for Krishna. The purpose of the milk was for making milk sweets so that Krishna would become happy, completely satisfied by these milk sweets. and that she was also engaging the milk in the activity of serving Krishna. So in this way, Mother Yashoda was performing bhakti. So anukulyena Krishna anushilanam means constantly serving Krishna with the attitude that Krishna will be pleased, Krishna will be happy by this activity. So in the other side of this definition, there is the understanding of what bhakti is not. And here it says, anya abhilashita shunyam. This means that if one is performing actual bhakti as given here, then he will also not have any other abhilash, desires. No other desires other than to please Krishna. In other words, one's entire existence of body, mind, words, emotions, everything will constantly be absorbed in Krishna with no other types of desires impeding that flow. And ananyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. And also Rupa Goswami.
Why it has been told annabhilashita?
So
Why?
Yes.
Why not annabhila?
So in anyabhilashita shunyam, there is the extra syllables ita. So here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has explained that this indicates that a devotee in normal circumstances, he will have no other desires other than performing bhakti to Krishna. He will not approach Krishna for fulfilling his desires. But in an extraordinary circumstance, like an emergency case where death may be coming suddenly, then at that time the devotee may call out for Krishna and, "Oh Krishna, save me." So Srila Rupa Goswami has placed this syllable here to understand explicitly that bhakti will not be harmed in that circumstance. Why? Because it is natural for the devotee. It is completely natural for him to be fully dependent on Krishna in every time, place, and circumstance. So when such emergency is coming, then the devotee completely depends and calls out for Krishna. So therefore, it will not be covered. Like in the case of Draupadi. Draupadi was so devoted to Krishna, but when Dushashan was trying to disrobe her in the assembly of the Kauravas, at that time she was attempting to hold on to her sari, but he was overpowering her. And at that time she called out and raised her hands in the air, "Oh Krishna, oh Krishna." And Krishna himself responded by becoming unlimited amounts of sari. So in that situation, it is still pure bhakti, it is not harmed. So, anyabhilashita shunyam, jnana karmadi anavritam. And also bhakti will not be covered. Bhakti will not be covered over by the process of developing jnana. Jnana means that one is trying to engage in developing impersonal knowledge of impersonal liberation, merging into the Supreme. Like there are many Mayavadis, many impersonalists, and they believe that the Atma can merge into the Supreme Atma and lose his own individual spiritual existence for eternity. So this kind of development of jnana, tending toward impersonal liberation, this will cover bhakti. And similarly, karma. Karma means selfish, sense-gratificatory seeking activities. That one is interested and one is performing bhakti in order to attain material happiness within this world, on this material level, or even in higher planets of this material universe, like heavenly planets, Swargalok, and so forth. This will also cover bhakti. And also activities of yoga, whereby a person practices mystic yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and their intention is to develop the mystic siddhis, or powers, very subtle powers by which they can manipulate material nature. So this will also cover bhakti. So here Rupa Goswami has explained so clearly what bhakti, what pure bhakti consists of, and what are the activities that will be opposed to bhakti, that will negate the effects of bhakti. So, in this assembly, in Naimisharanya forest, Srila Sutta Goswami has given that also this very clear declaration that it is only by the performance of pure bhakti, ahoitukiya pratihata, which is never motivated by any other activity and is uninterrupted flow for the pleasure of Krishna, this alone will satisfy the Supreme Lord, and the soul will be completely satisfied by this. So this is the purport of this verse, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma.
Very good explanation. If you want to know more detail, you should read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. And there Vishwanath Chavar, you must read. Then systematic way you can express all this. Pravritti Mulak, Nivritti Mulak, there are so many things to tell. Anukulya means those who are favorable. But those who are not favorable, wish to reject all. And those who are favorable for Krishna, not only to please, both things, to please Krishna and for the benefit of Krishna, whether Krishna is weeping or not. This is pure bhakti. You should know that this bhakti covers from last his part from Shraddha.
Last fraction.
Last fraction of bhakti. That is Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Shraddha, though it has been told, Krishna Bhakti, if you are doing, your life is successful. But to desire to serve Krishna, this desire is really Shraddha. And from where it will come, and this desire is transcendental. It will only come by sadhu sang, by Guru Dev. By mercy of Krishna, it will come in his associates, and from there it will come in the heart. And then outer symptom will be, he will have so much strong faith in Krishna words, epic words, Shrimad Bhagavatam words, and Guru words. If he has no faith in epics, then no Shraddha. No, if he has no strong faith in his Guru word, no Shraddha. Even no faith in Krishna words, what he has told in Gita and especially in Bhagavatam, then not Shraddha. After that, Shraddha, second association of Bhakta. Then he realizes that Guru is needed. Without Guru, we cannot enter in the realm of Bhakti. So we should take initiation from any bona fide in the form of cheaters, thousand and thousand. Gurus are here and there in this world. They are cheating others. They make disciples only for wealth. But they cannot remove the doubts of and also ignorance of devotees, and they cannot put bhakti in their hearts. So we should be careful for that. And then Guru Karan and 10 primary anga of symptom of bhakti. Guru Padrashra, Guru Shiksha taking from Guru Dev, Vishambhain Gauru Savai, all these things. Without Guru serving, tad vidhi paripatena pariprasnena sevaya. Without serving Guru Dev, if he will hear no fruit, so we should serve him, obey him. And then Nishtha. After that, ruchi, and then asakti comes. And after asakti, Shuddha Sattva, Rati will come. Rati is transcendental. So, bhakti are of two kinds. One is Vaidhi Bhakti and second is Raganuga Bhakti. Bhakti, first we should begin from Vaidhi Bhakti. But by hearing the sweet pastimes of Krishna from any bona fide guru or sadhu, if you have loathe, greed to serve Krishna like Sudama, Sidam, Madhumangal, Subal, like Nandbaba, Sudamaya, and more than that, like gopis, and more to be the Palyadasi
Maid servant.
of Srimati Radhika, like Manjari. So gradually it comes. Also this bhakti is the service of Radhika to Krishna. And that is highest in prem, sneh, man, pranay, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav, adhirudh, rudh, adhirudh, modan, and then madanakhya. Mahabhav up to mahabhav in all gopis. Some partly in Dwarkapuri also something.
Queen of Dwarka.
Queens of Dwarka, Satyabhama, Rukmini. But after Mahabhav, Rudh, Adhirudh, not in anyone. And moreover, Mohan also, it may be in Chandravali and others. Moreover that, what?
Madanaka Mahabhav.
No, before. In Mohan, Brahmad Gita.
Chitrajalpa,
Oh,
Chitrajalpa,
Chitrajalpa,
Sujalpa.
all other things. It may be like in Jasoda and others also, and Jasoda, Lalita, Vishakha. But this Madanakhya Bhav, not in Chandravali, not even in Lalita, Vishakha, anyone.
Monopoly of Radhika.
Only it be when Krishna or Radhika are sitting together,
Meeting.
but by thinking, they are thinking, they say, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna, Radhika? So he began to lament, where? So this is Madanakhya Bhav, not in any other. So up to this bhakti covers. In this way I was going to tell that bhakti is of two kinds. Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga. What is Vaidhi Bhakti? Jatra Ragan Anuvakta Pravikti Rupajayate Sasanen Eva Shastasya Sa Vaidhi Bhakti Iti Uchyata. Nowadays, especially in European countries, in Russia, they are Russic. They want, Rush. They don't like Vaidhi Bhakti. At once they want to go up to the top of the tree of prem. Madanakhya Bhav they want only. They don't want to follow Vaidhi Bhakti. Very dangerous. You should be very careful from these nonsense Sahajiya Vaishnava.
Bogus philosophy.
In Radhakund we see, in Vrindavan too, the Babaji, they gave anyone who don't know how to clean their,
How to be pure after passing.
they don't know no knowledge at all, quite foolish, and they gave them Siddhadeha. And having Siddhadev, oh, you are now Manjari of Vrindavan. And there you are serving Radha and Krishna. And what becomes these unqualified persons thinking this, and they have some widow ladies with them, and they began to test, oh, Parkiya Bhav. Understand meaning? What meaning?
First they became Babaji, then Kash Mataji became Pitaji.
Very dangerous. And then so many children comes, Babaji. And very beautiful young lady. So we see, I have warned my all disciples, sannyasis, brahmachari, all. Be careful for this. Krishna has told, natural tendency of these worldly living beings, even in snakes, even in donkeys, monkeys,
Dog, hog.
especially Krishna has told to Uddhav that donkeys always bitten by behind legs of
Sidam,
even follows. And secondly, donkey or
Hati.
Camel.
no.
Sabi pungsa poro. Sabi baraha ushto khore samsut purusha poro. Charta udharan de. Sabi pungsa. Sabi baraha ushto khore.
Beta,
Sabi,
Vara.
Kutta,
Also you should know that you know she goat and male goat. Goat. If anyone takes, or donkey I was telling, beaten by
hind leg.
even follows, and a she goat and male goat. Male goat is going to be killed, slaughterhouse, and there if he sees any she goat, very shameless that goat, he wants to have sex with that she goat. How this wonderful these things. If at that time, at the time of day, so we should be very careful for these, ladies to male, male to ladies, vice versa. So very careful for these. So where there is not rag, only by the reading the Shastra that you used to do bhakti of Krishna. If you will not do, then you must go to heaven. Hell.
Without any hell.
By fear of this, if anyone engages his mind in bhakti, then it is called Vaidhi. What is rag? Where rag is not, what is the meaning of rag? Rag means in Subal Siddham, Nand Baba, Yashoda Maiya, and especially in his Gopi, especially in Lalita Vishakha and Srimati Radhika. Rag means love and affection to his last point, by which they serve Krishna and they control Krishna. This is rag. And that rag, in whom this rag is there, they are ragatmika. And hearing from Shrimad Bhagavatam from any bona fide Guru Vaishnava, if anyone has greed, I want to serve Krishna like Subal Siddham Madhumangal. I want to serve Krishna like Mother Jashoda. How? Nanda Kim Akrut Brahman Shreya Eo Mahodayam.
Yasoda cha Bhaga.
Jasya Stanam
Papau Hari.
What Nanda Baba has done? How fortunate Mother Yashoda that Krishna, being Supreme Lord, he took the breast of Mother Yashoda. So if anyone wants to serve Krishna like Mother, if anyone more than that, what? Like gopis. Krishna has told what? Napare ham nirvadya sanjujan. I cannot repay gopis because for me they have left everything. Their husband, their wives, their children, their wealth, their body looking, ornament, everything for Krishna. And Krishna told him that I cannot leave anyone as you have left for me, so I cannot repay you. Only you can repay by your good qualities only. Hearing this, gopis told, "O Krishna, you have accepted that I am Rani of gopis, but really, by telling this, you have owned and we are defeated." So, here that mood, more than that, Anaya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Hari Rishvara Janno Vihai Bhut. Oh, in among Srimati Radhika is supreme, most beloved of Krishna. Because Krishna left all the gopis there in Rasastali and he went taking Radhika with him. So surely this Radhika has pleased Supreme Lord, and by the mercy of this Krishna is very happy with that lady. So Radhika. But if anyone has that greed, but there should be some symptoms. Only telling that, oh, I have greed. Oh, I have seen Radhika. Not his feet, but I have seen the Navi. Navi means? Navel of Radhika I have seen. Oh, bogus person. Stupid and nonsense. Rascal also. If anyone take darshan of Radhika, he cannot be in this world. Only Narad has seen a glance of his Narayana and then disappeared and told that, oh, I never seen give darshan to those who are kujogi, not pure. So, how it is possible? So we should know all these things. Shastrokta parvalya tanmayadi tanvanta vaidi bhakti riyam kaschan marjadam. O Vallabhacharya is still marjada. Those who follow the instructions of Shastra, that is Bhagavatam, Shramanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasivanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasam. These are Vaidhi Bhakti. Also 4, Sadhu Sang, 5, Sadhu Sang, Bhagavat Sraman, Mathura Bas, Sadhaya Murti Seman, Sadhu Sang, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavat Sraman, Mathura Bas, Sri Murti Seman. These are 5 angas of Bhakti. If you will follow without apara, very soon prema bhakti will come. So, this Raganuga bhakti is very high. Symptoms, by symptoms we can see. Chanti abhyakt kalattam viraktir manasandata. Can you? Can? Shanti abhyakt kalattam virakti manasandata. Asa bandasam. Not a slokta, not a symptom. Upare daya. because he will go to
Om Akanturamdasya Gananyana Salagaya Chakshurmidam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Vanchakrosya Vipasana Krita Vanam Pavanavo Vaishnavi Bhunavo. First of all, I offer my humble respectful Dandavat Pranam. Lotus feet of Nithya Lapsam Vishnupada Subhakti Vedanta Sri Goswami Maharaj and Om Vishnuvad Pariprali Bhakti Vedanta Sri Narayana Goswami Maharaj and all sannyasis and brahmachari and all respectful guests. Gurudev ordered to me to discuss about the symptom of Bhava Bhakti. Srila Rupa Vishwanath Chakravarti in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu has given the definition of Bhava Bhakti. Suddha Satta Visheshatma Prema Sujjang Samabhav Ruchi Vichitas Marchina Kridasu Bhav Uchyate. In this verse, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explained that the two symptoms of Bhav Bhakta. That means Bhav manifested one's heart. There are two symptoms. One is called the Sarup Lakshan and another is called Tatastha Lakshan. Sarup Lakshan is 3 and Tatastha Lakshan that is Tatastha Lakshan that is called 9 symptoms. Sarup Lakshan 3 that is called Bhagavad Prapti Abhilasa. He is always to desire how to attain to Lord. That is called Bhagavad Prapti Abhilasa. Sauhidya Bhav. He has so much friendship with the eternal associator of Lord Krishna. And Anukullamai Chesta, all his endeavors, how to serve to Krishna, which is favorable for him. These are the 3 internal symptoms of Bhav Sadhana. Then 9, there are the external symptoms, Tatastha Lakshan, very clearly explained in this way. Chandirapatta kadattam bhakti manasunnata asa bandhu samutkanta nama gane sadaruchi asakti tad gnanukkhane pratitad vasati sthale ittadevo anubhava sujato. In this way, very clearly explained. Khanti apatta chanti. That is, Kanti means if any problem will come in his life, right, his mind is never disturbed. That's called Shanti. Always his mind completely, you are calm and quiet and engaged with Krishna Seva, Guru Seva. This is called the Shanti. Parikshit Maharaj, he had given the example. Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard this, Rishi told, oh, within my son has given the curse. Within 7 days, the Takshak, the serpent, will come and bite you. But when Parikshit Maharaj, he heard this thing, but his mind not disturbed. He said, "Aho Bhagya, that means I have to live in this material world 7 days. This is my guarantee." So this is called Chanti. His mind not disturbed. So Chanti. Apattha Kalatam. Apattha Kalatam, that means he does not waste one moment except Krishna Seva. Always he engaged his mind, body and speech. That's called Deha, Man and Kai Bhakta. With his 3, with his body, with his mind and with his speech, engage himself to serve Guru and Krishna. And Shantira Apattha Kalatam. Bhakti, he completely detached from the enjoying the sense gratification. That's called Bhakti. Bhakti Manasunnata. That means he completely free from all kinds of reputation. That means he is not hankering to get any kinds of reputation. That's called name and fame. Apattha Manasunnata. Chandrapata Bhakti and Bhakti Manasunnata. Asa Bandhu. Only his only one hope when I will attain to Lord. Ajata Pakshaiva Matarang Khaga Stannang Jatha Vatsarata Kudarta Priyam Priyeva Puchitang Visanna Manu Arvindacha Didikshate Tvam. Vitrasur recited this verse. Very nice. If I explain more time it takes. So I go quickly. So this is the Chandra Pratama Bhakti Manasun Asa Bandhu, only one hope when I will attain my perfect son goal Asa Bandhu. Samutkantha. Others say eager is coming. Eager is coming, hankering coming always. Yeah, when I attain my perfection goal, Khandra Bhakti, Manus Asa Bandhu Samutkantha.